I'm Paul Martin with NASA's Office of Inspector General. Human exploration of Mars has been a long-term goal of NASA for the past 5 decades. In 2015, the agency announced its Journey to Mars framework for deep space exploration, with crewed missions to the Red Planet beginning in the late 2030s. In addition to the technical and health-related challenges of deep space missions, such a venture will be very expensive, with NASA budget projections exceeding $210 billion by 2033. Vital to achieving NASA's long-term human exploration goals is successful development of the agency's new spaceflight system, the Space Launch System rocket, the Orion Multipurpose Vehicle Crew Capsule, and the ground processing and launch facilities needed to launch the rocket and capsule for cislunar and deep space exploration. Since 2012, NASA has invested more than $15 billion in these 3 programs, and its near-term goals include a first uncrewed flight of the integrated SLS Orion system no later than November 2018, followed by a crewed flight as early as 2021, although the agency is examining the feasibility of putting crew on the first flight of the combined system. In light of the enormous costs and challenges and the critical decisions that need to be made in the next several years, we examine NASA's plans for human exploration beyond low Earth orbit in the near term, mid-term, and long term. NASA's initial deep space missions face multiple cost and technical challenges that likely will affect their planned launch dates. In addition, the average monetary reserves in each of the 3 programs is much lower than the recommended 10 to 30%. Moreover, software development and verification efforts for all 3 programs are behind schedule to meet a November 2018 launch. Finally, NASA has not developed a life cycle cost estimate or integrated schedule for the system's second planned flight, known as EM2. This makes it difficult for agency officials and external stakeholders to understand the full cost of the mission or gauge the validity of launch date assumptions. Beyond EM2, NASA's plans for achieving a crewed Mars surface mission are more of a strategic framework rather than a detailed operational plan. For example, the agency has not identified the key system requirements other than SLS, Orion, and the associated ground programs, or set target dates for a crewed orbit of Mars or a landing on the planet's surface or nearby moon. If the agency is to meet its goal of sending humans to the vicinity of Mars in the 2030s, significant development work on key systems must be undertaken in the 2020s. Moreover, should NASA decide to extend operations of the International Space Station after its planned retirement in 2024, the corresponding expenditure of $3 to $4 billion annually to maintain the station may affect the funding available for deep space human exploration. NASA acknowledges that to successfully execute the journey to Mars, cost-saving measures and cost-sharing must be part of its strategy. Consequently, the agency has explored reusing systems and subsystems, developing new acquisition strategies, and maximizing technology innovations to help reduce the expense of deep space exploration. In addition, sharing costs with foreign space agencies and the private sector could help NASA reduce its overall cost. We made 6 recommendations to NASA to increase the fidelity, accountability, and transparency of its human exploration goals beyond low Earth orbit. To read the full OIG report, please visit our website at oig.nasa.gov.